Hey everyone, Battlefield 6 is finally here, and wow, it's a blast. The game has really brought the series back to what we all love. Huge battles, crazy action, and those jaw-dropping moments that make you feel like a total legend on the battlefield. If you've jumped in already, you know exactly what I mean. And honestly, even if you haven't, get ready, because this game is absolutely wild now. Let's talk about what everyone's been buzzing about, the weapons. There are so many guns to unlock, and mastery tiers to climb, it can get a little overwhelming. Some players are racing to snag every single weapon, while others are stuck debating which ones are actually worth using. Don't worry though, in this video, we're going to break it all down with a complete tier list of every weapon in Battlefield 6, so you can see what's OP, what's fun, and what might not be worth your time. Let's dive in. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking weapons in Battlefield 6. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, SOR 556 MK2 Assault Rifle, SOR 300 SC Carbine, L85 A3 Assault Rifle, GRT BC Carbine, AK205 Carbine, and M87. A1 Shotgun. You know that feeling when you pick up a weapon and immediately think, maybe I should have grabbed literally anything else. Yeah, that's where we start with the C tier arsenal in Battlefield 6. Let's dive in and see which guns are fun enough to touch but not quite meta material. First up, the SOR 556 Mark II Assault Rifle. Honestly, this one is kind of the wallflower of assault rifles. Its rate of fire is on the lower side, and the base damage doesn't exactly make your jaw drop. But hey, it's not all bad news. The bloom isn't awful, meaning if you're precise, you can still land consistent shots. Still, when you face off against other rifles, the SOR 556 Mark II tends to get overshadowed pretty quickly. Next, we have the SOR 300 SC Carbine. Now, this gun is a bit like that friend who tries really hard but just can't win at everything. Its damage is the solid, definitely not a joke, but the fire rate is slower than the SG 553 are, so your time to kill is a little behind the curve. It's accurate, which is nice, but at long ranges, it's not exactly versatile, and in tight close quarters, other carbines will usually take the spotlight. Then there's the L85 A3 Assault Rifle. If the SOR 556 Mark II is the shy wallflower, the L85 A3 is its slightly more confident cousin. It fires a bit faster and offers higher damage per second if you manage to hit every shot, plus it has a much better muzzle velocity. But here's the kicker, its control and precision are significantly lower by default, so unless your aim is on point, it might get you in trouble. Moving on to the GR-TBC Carbine. This one's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, except it's really only sharp in a few spots. If you treat it more like a submachine gun than a full-blown rifle, it can actually shine. Its muzzle velocity is high, and it's easy to control, especially up close. The downside? There are just better weapons for close-range fights. So the GR-TBC often ends up sitting on the bench. Let's talk about the AK205 Carbine. This is honestly one of the easiest weapons in the game to get used to. Minimal bloom, recoil that's almost begging you to spam fire. It's beginner-friendly gold. The trade-off, the damage and time to kill are nothing to write home about, so while it's comfortable to use, you won't dominate the leaderboards with it. Finally, rounding out our C tier list is the M87 A1 shotgun. The classic first shotgun. This pump action beast can absolutely one-shot enemies if you're right up close. Sounds great, right? But there's a catch. It has the slowest rate of fire among the shotguns and is a little hard to control by default. It's fun in tight spaces but not exactly versatile for all-out battles. Now don't get me wrong, C tier doesn't mean useless, far from it. Each of these weapons has its niche, and if you're experimenting or just having fun, they can still deliver some memorable moments on the battlefield. The SOR 556 Mark II, for example, can surprise people if you master its slower rhythm. It's all about picking your fights carefully and making every shot count. The SOR 300 SC Carbine is similar. Sure, it won't shred enemies as fast as other carbines, but if you're patient and precise, it's a reliable companion, and honestly, there's something satisfying about using a weapon that makes you feel like a tactical genius. The L85 A3 Assault Rifle rewards skillful players who can handle its quirks. Land those shots, and you'll see just how much DPS it can actually throw down. Just don't rely on it to carry you in chaotic firefights. It's not forgiving. The GRT-BC carbine shines in smaller skirmishes. Treat it like a submachine gun and suddenly it becomes a beast in close quarters. But remember, stepping into open field fights? Yeah, better have a backup plan. And the AK-205 carbine, it's basically your training wheels weapon. Perfect for warming up, getting kills without stress, and generally not overthinking. Pair it with a bit of tactical awareness, and you might just enjoy it more than you expect. Last but not least, the M87A1 shotgun is all about those dramatic up-close plays. You feel like a superhero when you land a one-shot kill, but miss that first pull of the trigger, and suddenly you're the slowpoke getting left behind. Fun, chaotic, and a little risky. The perfect C-tier finale. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, USG 90 SMG, RPKM LMG, M123K LMG, M240 LLMG, M417, A2 carbine, M277 carbine, SV98, sniper rifle, PSR sniper rifle, and M1014 shotgun. Alright, let's move up a notch from C tier and check out the B tier arsenal. These are the guns that are actually pretty solid, reliable, fun to use, and capable of holding their own in a firefight, starting off with the USG-90 submachine gun. If you're looking for something that sprays bullets like confetti at a party, the USG-90 is your go-to. It comes with a whopping 50-round magazine by default and has the third highest rounds per minute in the game, making it a terror in tight corridors and indoor fights. You can absolutely clear rooms if you know how to spray effectively. The downside? Well, it does have noticeable horizontal recoil and bullet spread, which means you will need to keep those wrists steady if you want your shots to hit. It's not the most controllable SMG in the world, but if you love chaos and speed, the USG-90 is still a blast to use. Next up, the RPKM light machine gun. The biggest one is kind of like the slow but steady player. Bulky, a little slow, but surprisingly reliable. It balances a faster aim down sight speed with a decent damage for a light machine gun, making it feel almost like a heavy-duty assault rifle in practice. The magazine is smaller, which is actually a blessing because it allows for quicker reloads and keeps you from feeling like you're lugging around a brick all match. Accuracy is solid, not laser precise, but enough to make mobile support players feel comfortable laying down some suppressive fire. Now, the M123K light machine gun. Honestly, this thing is an absolute beast once you get past the bulky exterior. It boasts the highest rounds per minute in the LMG class while keeping solid 25 damage per bullet, which translates into a terrifyingly fast time to kill. It's easier to control than its big brother, the M433, and the large magazine makes it perfect for clearing groups of enemies or laying down continuous suppressive fire. This is the LMG you want when you're in it for both mobility, deity, and raw destruction. The M240L light machine gun keeps the LMG trend going but plays a slightly different game. It's a dependable option with a decent rounds per minute, giving it a competitive time to kill even though its damage is a bit lower than the RPKM or KTS 100. Mark 8, the catch. Its muzzle velocity is lower, so it's better suited for medium to close range engagements rather than sniping across the map. Still, it's versatile enough to hold its own in a lot of situations. Switching back to carbines, we have the M417A2 carbine. This one is very similar to the SG553R in terms of overall performance, but it has slightly slower fire rate and a touch less recoil and bloom. The magazine is only 20 bullets by default, so you'll need to be mindful of your shots. Stick with it and unlock the mastery attachments though, and the M417A2 can become a precise, controllable carbine that rewards players who are patient and skilled. It's solid for both mid-range skirmishes and tactical engagements. The M277 carbine is kind of like the M417A2's cousin. Similar style, but a little less forgiving. It's a bit harder to control and has lower damage, meaning the time to kill isn't quite as impressive out of the box. That said, if you invest in attachments and get used to its quirks, the M277 can be a surprisingly solid weapon. In the right hands, patience and practice turn this little carbine into a stealthy, effective tool for mid-range combat. Now, the SV98 sniper rifle. This one's grabbing a lot of love from players right now, and for good reason. It's fantastic for closer range sniping, thanks to the fastest aim down sight time of all sniper rifles, making it perfect for quick reaction shots. Control is relatively high for a sniper, though bullet velocity is a bit on the slower side. Still, For those who want to pick off enemies in closer range engagements without waiting forever to line up a shot, the SV98 is a great pick. Next, the PSR sniper rifle. This is the heavy-duty, long-range option. With top-tier muzzle velocity, it dominates in distance shooting, letting you hit targets that are way across the battlefield. But here's the downside. Aim down sight speed and reload time are the slowest of the bunch. You're basically committing to careful, deliberate shots rather than fast reactions. Great for tactical snipers, not so much for frantic chaos. Last but not least, the M1014 shotgun. This semi-automatic beauty is on par with the 18.5 KSK. Boasting slightly higher damage and similar performance over range, it's perfect for players who love blasting enemies at close quarters. The catch? Hipfire accuracy is a bit lower than some competitors, and the fire rate isn't quite as fast as the 18.5 KSK. Still, if you like a reliable, punchy shotgun that can win fights in tight spaces, the M1014 is definitely a solid pick. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, KTS 100M CH8LM, D, RSIA RLM B36A4 assault rifle, M433 assault rifle, PW7 2 SMG QBZ 192 carbine, SG 553R carbine, SL 9 SMG UMG 40 SMG SGX SMG L110 LMG 18.5 KS-K shotgun, M2010E SR sniper rifle, and M44 secondary. Alright, now we're stepping into A tier territory, the guns that feel downright good to hold and can seriously dominate a match when used right. Let's start with the KTS 100 Mark 8 light machine gun. This weapon is like a lightweight powerhouse. It's not the hardest hitter in the LMG class, but it's significantly faster than most others and has aim down sight speed on par with the RPKM handling wise. It almost feels like a heavier assault rifle, and the shake is much more manageable, which makes mid-range engagements surprisingly accurate. Next up is the DRS-IAR light machine gun. This one's a little tricky out of the box. The damage isn't the highest, and the bloom can throw off your long-range shots, but with practice, it becomes a monster. Focus on recoil control and burst firing, and suddenly the DRSIAR shreds opponents like butter. Hipfire accuracy is already strong for an LMG, which makes close quarters fights super satisfying. Now, the B36A4 assault rifle. This weapon is a full auto beast with impressive damage range, perfect for both medium and long range encounters. Its fire rate is solid, and even if each shot does a bit less damage, the consistent spray more than makes up for it. The only thing to watch for is the bloom that appears during sustained fire, which can make long-range shots tricky. Keep your recoil under control, and the B36A4 becomes one of the most reliable all-around rifles in the game. The M433 assault rifle is next. Basically a slightly less effective M4A1. Accuracy beyond medium range is a bit of a challenge. But in close quarters, the time to kill is excellent, making it ideal for aggressive players. Its damage per shot is the same as the M4A1, with just a slightly slower fire rate, so the difference is minimal. Most players can use either and get similar results, depending on their style. On to SMGs. The PW7A2 is a fan favorite, compact and deadly. It doesn't deal huge damage per shot, but with a fast fire rate, it bridges the gap in overall DPS and handles medium range fights surprisingly well. Controllable and consistent, it's a reliable option for players who love close to mid-range action. Just don't expect it to outgun rifles at a distance, it's not made for that. The QBZ192 carbine is one of the most accurate carbines in Battlefield 6. Not as pinpoint as the AK-205, but still extremely dependable with solid damage, making it a versatile all-purpose weapon. Its time to kill isn't the fastest, but if you want something easy to pick up and use in almost any situation, the QBZ192 has you covered, the SG553R. Carbine is a wild ride. By default, it kills super fast, but the recoil can be intimidating. Stick with it, dial in your attachments, and it becomes a reliable and deadly mid-range weapon. The SL9 SMG is a solid, dependable choice. Low recoil and minimal bloom make it consistent at medium range. And although the fire rate is slightly lower, its versatility keeps it highly ranked, and right behind it is the UMG40, similar in performance but slightly slower in fire rate. Still, solid damage and mid-range reliability make it a good stepping stone until you unlock the SL9. The SGX SMG is basically the standard go-to SMG for most players. Fast fire rate, solid damage, excellent time to kill at close range. The trade-off? Recoil and bullet spread are noticeable at mid-range, but for close quarters chaos, it's nearly unmatched. Next up, the L110 light machine gun, the first LMG you will get. Comparable to the M123K in damage, slightly slower in fire rate, but versatile with great muzzle velocity. Slow aim down sight speed is its only real drawback. The 18.5K SK shotgun surprises everyone, ranking this high in a battlefield game dominated by long-range maps. Semi-auto, great hip-fire accuracy, fast fire rate, and absurdly fun for clearing rooms. It's a close-range powerhouse. The M2010 ESR sniper rifle is the go-to for long-range sniping with mobility in mind. High bullet velocity, fast aim down sight speed tied with the SV98, and balance control make it consistent and deadly. Finally, the M44 secondary revolver. This thing is a beast, best range and damage in its class, capable of one-shot headshots with hollow point ammunition and reliable two-shot kills to the body. If you're using a secondary tree, this is the only choice. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, KO-Yard 6P67 Assault Rifle, NVO2 28E Assault Rifle, PW5A3 SMG, KV9 SMG, SCW10, SMG, M4A 1 Carbine, TR7 Assault Rifle, and Mini Scout Sneer Rifle. Alright folks, welcome to S tier, the guns that basically make you feel like a walking death machine. If you're serious about dominating Battlefield 6, these are the weapons you want in your hands. First up, the KO-Yard 6P67 Assault Rifle. On paper, it doesn't scream OP, lowest damage among ARs, balanced stats, but what it lacks in raw power, it more than makes up for in control. Minimal bloom and smooth handling mean your shots go exactly where you want them. Mobility is solid too, so whether you're running and gunning or hanging back laying down suppressive fire, the KO-Yard 6P67 is versatile and reliable. Honestly, it might be the most stable assault rifle in the entire game, which is a huge advantage in chaotic firefights. Next is the NVO228E Assault Rifle. This one sparks debate with the KO-Yard 6P67 about which assault rifle is truly king. But let's be real, it's S-tier material no matter how you slice it. The NVO228E hits hard, ranking among the top damage per shot rifles, and its fire rate is perfectly balanced. Control is also surprisingly good, with far less shake than most ARS, making it a great choice for players who want both power and precision without fighting the recoil. A very solid pick if you want a well-rounded, high-performance assault rifle. Moving to SMGs, the PW5A3 is a beast, essentially a reliable MP5 variant. It ranks top 3 in SMG damage per second, while remaining exceptionally easy to control. Very low bloom makes landing consistent shots almost effortless. Its range is also impressive for an SMG, with damage drop-off only starting around 35 meters, while it doesn't match assault rifles or LMGs in raw damage. Its combination of speed, range, and controllability often outperforms some rifles in close to medium fights. The KV9 SMG is all about pure fire rate. This thing kills faster than almost anything in its category, though the tiny magazine can be frustrating early on. Extended mags help, but even without them, careful trigger discipline makes the KV9 a true S-tier weapon. If you can manage that rapid-fire hunger for ammo, the KV9 becomes an absolute laser at close range, making it terrifying in skilled hands. Its fast kills make it a perfect option for aggressive run-and-gun players. The SCW10 SMG is very similar to the KV9, combining slightly higher damage with an insanely fast time to kill magazine size is again small, so you'll be reloading often, but if you're disciplined, it can dominate in one-on-one duels. Essentially, the SCW10 is another overpowered SMG that rewards precision and smart bursts, making it one of the most deadly tools for skilled close-range combat in the game. Now, the M4A1 Carbine. This is the classic, iconic pick that everyone loves. Accuracy at range isn't its strong suit, but in close to medium fights, it shreds like an SMG alternative. often outperforming some actual SMGs tap or burst fire to control the recoil, and you're golden. Fast time to kill and reliable handling make it ideal for aggressive players who want to control mid-range engagements without switching to an SMG. The TR-7 assault rifle is a sneaky powerhouse that many players sleep on. Only 20 rounds by default, and tricky recoil can make it feel unforgiving, but its close to medium range time to kill rivals many SMGs upgrade it with a bigger or faster magazine, and you've got an S-tier killer that rewards skill and aggressive playstyles. Definitely don't underestimate this underrated gem. Finally, the Mini Scout Sniper Rifle. This is the top sniper in Battlefield 6. It's the only sniper that can be rechambered while aiming down sights, which is insane for back-to-back shots. With the second best default muzzle velocity and the ability to reliably land one-shot headshots, it's the go-to pick for snipers who want precision, speed, and deadly consistency. Quick, versatile, and downright lethal, the Mini Scout is the king of the snipers. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.